What up, guys? How's it going? It is, I think, Sunday. The Marcus has just opened, and I'm very excited because it's another week to crush it. I'm so excited. Like, so excited. Oh, my excitement. Oh my god. I can't express it anymore or hold it in. But, anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys about, not a touchy subject, but a subject. Let's just call it a subject. Why does it have to be touchy? It doesn't have to be touchy. It's just a subject. Okay. Um, One thing that I've learned about and business, or also in my 25 years of living, which is not that long. So no, I'm not that wise. Not that wise. I'm not. Not even close. But just things that I've learned, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So, one thing I'm always doing, like besides trading, is always reading or, researching like materials that will help me or expand my mind or, things like that. Things that normal business people do, I think. I don't know if business people actually do this, but, things that they would do. Or at least I imagine they would do. Read, um, associate themselves with, like minded people, so on and so forth. So that's what I do. That's what I does. Um, and within those things, I've learned multiple strategies or secrets or whatever you want to call it to like be where I'm at right now today in my life. So I want to share something. So before, a lot of people they're like, okay, how did you become successful? What's your secret to become successful in trading? So on and so forth. It's always that. Or how much money did you start? So on and so forth. When I first started, I had literally nothing to my name. I quit my job. My last paycheck was like $348. That's how much I had. And then that went to like straight to my phone. My phone was that expensive. My phone bill was that expensive. So after that, I had like nothing. So I literally had like no money. Um, Luckily, I was so lucky that my wife was working in that season, so she gave me $500, to put into the market, and that's all she could give because everything else was going to bills and stuff. Um, but when I first like even like got into trading, or I even knew what trading was, there was one thing that I was writing. I think I still have my notebook, not with me, like in front of me, but it's somewhere in my shelf right now, where I was writing every single day that how successful I was in trading. Sound crazy, right? Yes, it's freaking crazy. How can you be successful at something when you're already not successful, don't even understand what it is? Ooh, that's a tricky question, but that's what I was doing. I would literally write down every single day. No, I didn't even have a laptop. Like I would write down like every single day how successful I was at trading. I'm so successful. I'm constantly, making money out of the market. I understand forex trading, so on and so forth. But I wrote it in the way where it was more like deeply emotional, and it was like there was no dates because I wasn't writing my goal to like where, oh, in 2020 I will have this much money, or I would be so good at this, and so on and so forth. That's not how I was writing my goal. I was writing it to where it was it was happening like right now. This is my daughter, Mila. Say hi, Mila. Say hi. Yes. She's watching one of her favorite shows, and she likes to bother me when I'm making video and working. Yeah. What? What else? But anyways, I was writing this in the present tense. Even right now, I still do it to this day. Right now, to this day, if I shared you with my goals, like I said, I'm gonna bring out my goal book, and you'll see like my goals. It's like I literally write it in the present tense, like I already have this. Once I write it down, I act as if like it's already here. No doubt in my mind that this is. What? Did you? Is that candy? Why is your tongue red? Are you eating candy? Ugh, woman. But anyways, I write it down in the present tense as though my stuff has already happened. Someone asked me a long time ago, so do you not like have like dates on your goal, like when you're gonna accomplish it? I'm like, no, I've already accomplished my goals. It's just the manifestation, having the faith that my stuff is there already and I'm claiming it right now. Because what else is there? What else is there? Like a lot of people, like time is that time isn't real. Einstein literally said time is a figment of imagination. We created that to bring order into our life, but what we're doing is we're actually not bringing any order. We're not bringing any order. Instead, we're bringing chaos. Because of time, there's chaos in this world. Literally. Take time out of the matter, you would not have anxiety, you would not have stress, you would not worry about, when you're turning that exam for your school or your work. Ever. You would just do things because you're doing it right now. You only have today. You don't have tomorrow. Tomorrow does not exist. We, as human beings, have imagination. We can imagine tomorrow as a day, but really it doesn't exist. Because if you imagine it today, how do you know you're gonna be here? You don't know. You're not gonna be here. Nobody knows. And this is why I love trading. It's because of the uncertainty. A lot of people are like, oh, you have to be certain in your life. You have to be this. You have to be. No, you're never gonna be certain. Like my daughter, like, even though like she has my blood or DNA, she doesn't belong to me. Because then I can let her go and be who she wants to be. When you say, oh, this is my daughter, yes, in the English language, she is my daughter. But she chose to come here. She chose to be here with me, to love me for who I am, so I can love her for who she is. For us to be greater in this life called, in this world called, in this universe cursed life. Like, it's insane. This gets deeper. So, when you're writing your goals, or whatever it is that you want, write it in the present tense. Do not put a date on it. Instead, in the top, put now. Because now is all you have. I don't know if you guys read the book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It's one of my favorite books that I recommend people reading. When I read that book, it opened up my mind. Okay? A lot of people would say, it's a spiritual jumbo, but read that book. It will literally rewire who you are. Apu! Apu! But anyways, this is how you should write your goals. When you write them, write it in I am so happy and grateful. This is one of my affirmations right now. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in a continuous basis in multiple ow. What just happened? I don't know what just happened. But let me say that again. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in a continuous basis through multiple sources of income. Through multiple sources. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in a continuous basis through multiple sources of income. This is one of my affirmations. Because yes, I have trading, but I also want multiple streams of income. This is how wealth is created. Wealth isn't created by one source of income. It's created by multiple sources of income. This is where the 1% play at. This is why they don't work. Because they have multiple vehicles that are making them so much money. Okay? When I release the course, that would be another multiple stream of income. When I release my, when my group becomes premium, that will be another multiple source of income. When I start teaching live, that will be multiple sources of income. Right? Now I'm thinking of ideas. Because money is just an idea. A lot of people think money is just some weird shit. It's not. It's an idea. If I have an idea today, guess what? I will be able to make money because that's all it is. It's nothing else. You guys make this shit really weird. Most of you guys make money so weird. Oh my gosh, you can't have too much money. You can't do that. Dude, have as much money as you want. Okay? This is what I notice about traders. Traders are like, oh, okay, if you set your stop loss at like 3%, then you should make 4% of that, of your risk. I'm like, okay, that's stupid of like limiting yourself. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to limit yourself with only 4% for that day or even week or month? Why not? Why not more? Especially if you know it's going to be a giant move. A lot of people, this is how they trade. This is how their mentality. They're like, okay, if I risk 2%, I want to make 3%, and they set their take profit on 3%. And this is okay. This is okay to do in the beginning, but after a while, you have to start asking yourself: do you think those banks who trade for, I mean, those traders that bank trade for banks, do you think those traders that trade for banks risk only 2% and make only 3%? No, they don't. You have to start thinking. You have to start thinking like a bank trader. Okay? Imagine, like, I think I don't consider myself as a bank trader because I don't know what it's like to be a bank trader. But guess what? I use my imagination. I think, okay, if I was a bank trader, how would I look at the market? How would I trade? What would my risk be? How much money would I make? How much percent do I want to make? You think about it, okay? Because you remember all the stuff you're doing right now, all the stuff that you have right now in your life, you made that shit up in your mind. But you know what? The sad thing is that none of it is yours. None of those beliefs are yours. There's somebody else's, usually your parents, your friends, your colleagues, your teachers, things that you learn from the past. What you're thinking, what you're saying, the way you behave, none of it is yours. None of it. And this is where I committed my life, like in the last decade, to where I'm like, oh man, I gotta erase all of these habits, all of these beliefs that I have about who I think I am, what my religion should be, so on and so forth. Because all the stuff that you're going through, your habits that you have right now, were all ingrained from the time you were born to where you are right now. Like my daughter, she's only gonna get the habits and the way I think and the way her mother thinks and so on and so forth as she grows older. And then when she goes to school, she starts developing habits from different people, whether it's her friends, her colleagues, her teachers, so on and so forth, right? But because her parents are aware of who they are, guess what? Her beliefs and the way she lives life, the way she looks at it, it's gonna be totally different. It's not gonna be the same as me, you know? Like money isn't gonna be an issue to her. Like you have to realize that, whoa, like I'm literally starting a generation of like family where money isn't gonna be an issue. When I grew up, money was the problem the whole time. Like every single time, all my parents thought about was like money, so on and so forth. It was not the conversation I always knew when they fought. It was about money. It was about how they couldn't pay bills, how they couldn't buy us food, not food, but clothes, shoes, so on and so forth. It was always that. Now that I think, now I'm thinking, I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. It's like a paradigm that is being shifted, that is being changed. All of like ancestors, so on and so forth. What they did is what my parents repeated. What I am doing is I am changing a whole family dynasty, family tree, and that's what my wife, not my wife, what my daughter is gonna witness. My kids are gonna witness, so on and so forth. Okay, so for me, we're gonna go ahead and do this. This is not some woo-woo stuff. I've done this. I'm still doing it. Okay? I'm here because of it. Okay? You, my friend, are a mastermind. You are literally freaking a giant creating machine. You're creating everything, every single little thing that is in your life and will be in your life in the future if you believe in the future. To me, the future thing is, it's a bit iffy. I don't really believe in it, but I'm using it because it's the only thing that I can make sense of this. I can make sense of this. Um, but you're literally creating it. You're literally a giant, like just a walking creating machine. Every single little thing. Some of us are aware of it. Other people are not. And this is where awareness is very important. When I wrote my post last night, I wanted to get you guys. I wanted to help you guys understand that. Understand that awareness is big. A lot of people don't have it. A lot of people are walking, what do you call it, life with, with the blind side on. Even though they're walking, they're breathing, they're doing things, it doesn't mean they're alive. They're literally sleepwalking. That's what they're doing. 95% of the world is sleepwalking. They go do things that they don't like. They come back. They watch TV. They eat dinner. They go to sleep. They wake up again. They repeat that over and over and over and over and over again until they get sick. Things happen, and then they die. And when they die, for their friends, that lying thing that I spoke about, lie about how they had a great life, so on and so forth. But really, that's not the case. Okay? If you really want to live a better life starting today, start being aware of the things that you're thinking, how you're feeling today. To me, I learned this like in an early age. If I don't like something, whether it's a job or a person or a circumstance or a situation, I change it instantly, no questions asked. If it makes me feel very low, unhappy, that thing is gone. 24 hours is not less than 24 hours is out of my life. Because I don't tolerate things that make me feel very, hold on, she's playing with my art stuff. 1 minute. No. Watch your show. Sorry about that. But if you really research this, you'll notice like all you are is it's energy. It's all you are. Energy cannot be destroyed or recreated. Guess what? Everything you want is already here. If it cannot be destroyed or created, that means it's been here and it always will be. Okay? This phone that I'm using, whether this phone that I'm using, I'm gonna call it an iPhone, but it's a Samsung. But since iPhones are like the big thing, guess what? Steve Jobs, the reason why he was able to create an iPhone is because he saw it in his mind. He was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna create this idea where we can, send text messages, do video calls, or so on and so forth, doing whatever we are doing with our phones right now. He saw that in his mind, but the idea was always been here. I mean, so many other people have had it, but he was the only person to take action to create a product that we are using right now. See that? That means he saw it in his mind. He created that goal in the present tense, and he took an action to make it happen or to bring it to life. What we call manifestation or miracle. Okay? We miracled it or manifested. But you are in control. Bad stuff, same thing. To me, when the bad stuff happens to me, I can always look back and be like, dang, that was really me. I did really think of that, and it's happening. The funny thing is, I was just telling my wife before she went to the store, I was like, babe, I really want to manifest a pink elephant. A pink elephant. She's like, what? Why do you want a pink elephant? I'm like, how often do you see a pink elephant? She's like, never. I'm like, okay, I want to manifest it. Guess what? Today, I literally saw a pink elephant. Not a real live one, but it was like one of those glass things, but it was painted pink. A row of it. And I was like, what the heck? Yeah, I wasn't surprised, but still to this now, I'm shocked that I saw a pink elephant. Crazy, right? But that's the power that we have. We can say we want something. Okay, say in the present tense, I am, seeing pink elephant or so on and so forth. Then guess what? It will happen. Okay, I shared one of my goals. But anyways, I wanted to create this. I don't want this video to be long. You have the power to create your life. You have the power to be a great forex trader. No one's stopping you. No one is. Okay? We as human beings are only here for one thing and one thing only. To create a better version of ourselves. First is finding out who we are, okay, and recreating that. Okay? That's all, that's it. No complication, nothing. That's all we are here to do. To make ourselves a better people, descend into a higher level of understanding and consciousness. That's all we're here to do. The rest is extra. Money is extra, business is extra, work is extra. That's literally what we're here to do, and that's literally what our ancestors did a long time ago. You know, well, do you have something to say? Do you have something to say? Are you ready to teach a class? Huh? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna call this over. I don't want to be. I don't want it to be long, but I spoke a lot. I want it to be like less than 15 to 10 minutes, but it's like it's longer than that. I love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful week, month, year. I mean, we only have a couple, like literally a couple weeks until January. So when you're writing your goals, do not write it in the future tense. Instead, write it in the present tense. See yourself having that right now. Okay? Like literally, like use your emotions too. Emotions play a big role in this. I could write something and we could read it and not have it happen, but once you mix it with emotions, magic starts to happen. Things start to happen. Okay? To me, like one of my favorite things is one of my favorite affirmations, like everything I touch turns into gold. And it's true. It's true because I've seen it in my life so many times. Like it's like an evidence. It's like, oh, like if I touch something, it just turns into gold. And I manifest things very easily. Whether it's money, things that I want, so on and so forth. Like this new place that I'm living, easily.